Grand rising. In my garage, in one of my indoor aquaponics systems. And I had an epiphany. The world is going forward. Everything we do is rapidly changing due to technology. Everything's changing due to the big AI shift. Everything is changing. EV cars. I drive a Tesla EV car. And man, I'm very happy. I've saved tons and tons. I've saved thousands of dollars on fuel and no maintenance. And the AI technology in that EV vehicle is amazing. It drives itself. I can go on and on. I started doing my aquaponics system, building my aquaponics systems a few years ago and getting better and better at it. I'm learning that I can grow a whole lot more food organically, all organically. No man-made synthetic fertilizer made with chemicals and oil byproducts and all the other crap they put in this this man-made synthetic fertilizer that damages our body and causes cancer. I can go on and on. Look at that. My timer just shut the pump off. It shut the pump off. Look at that. All AI, people. All AI. Shut the pump off. So now the grow bed is going to drain all the way back down automatically. Automatically. Everything's changing. I don't have to water this. It waters itself. The timer turns it on, turns it off. It fills the grow bed. Now it's shut off. The water is draining back to the pump and back into the sump. And you'll see that here in a few minutes as the water starts to go down. See it going down? It's already going down. So everything's changed. Everything has changed. And what I'm seeing now is I'm seeing a new wave of urban farmers that live inside large urban cities, like here in the Houston area, or right on the outside of urban cities, and they're not growing the food the way we used to grow food. They're realizing that they don't need to have large, huge tractors that takes lots of fuel to run and all that. They don't want to go out and buy $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 tractors. They don't want to do that. So they've got more into urban farming, growing food aquaponically, a whole lot of food aquaponically in a lot smaller spaces, right in the city, and old shipping containers that they have refurbished and turned them into container farms, raising their own fish, like I'm raising, food fish, and plants all together, automating everything, running everything on solar. It reduces the capitalism to run a farm. You don't need a whole lot of space. And you're growing food right where the people need the food the most is in large cities. Right there. Especially if you're growing things like lettuce, herbs, collard greens, foods that turnip greens. I can go on. Foods that you can grow a whole lot of in a very small space if you do it this way. And they're doing it aquaponically, and they're also doing it hydroponically. They're growing food hydroponically too. I prefer aquaponics myself because it's all the way organic. That's just my choice. But they're starting these urban farms up, and they are making lots and lots of capital profits doing that. Because times have changed, y'all. Times have changed. Times have changed. So we have to start being more forward thinking when it comes to all things, even growing our food. Even growing our food. You have new urban farmers, they don't have thousands of acres out in rural America. They'll come in and they'll buy an old warehouse. An old warehouse, old smaller warehouse. Maybe that warehouse is maybe 15,000 square feet or so. A small warehouse right in the city. They'll go in, clean the warehouse out, refurbish it with their own aquaponic systems or hydroponic systems, automate it, use recirculating water, saving 90%, 95% water, growing their own fish, and they will grow tons and tons of food in that refurbished old warehouse. They don't need tractors. They don't need that. You don't need tractors. You don't need all the heavy equipment. Everything's changing, y'all. Everything is changing. The AI ship is here, and it's also happening in the farming industry too. AI is coming into the farming industry. I just had to share that with you guys. Time to feed the fish, the bluegill fish. The way we grow food is changing. My herd of bluegill fish. Delicious protein that's providing organic fertilizer for my vegetables and fruit. I don't have to water this. I don't have to fertilize this. I don't have to waste lots of water. The water is recycled over and over again. I'm saving 95 to 98% water because the water is just recycled. All I have to do is add a little bit of water every few months for evaporation. That's it. That's it, people. Everything's changing. Everything's changing. That's the way of the world. Everything moves forward. Y'all have a nice Wednesday. Grow some food your way. This is Regenerative Life Wayne coming at y'all from Miss Micro Food Forest, outside and inside. All organic.